This video has been a long time coming. I have mentioned the Ningen a couple of times in other cryptozoology videos, but for whatever reason I kept skipping them when writing a new video. Well, that stops today. Let's look at these mysterious white giants of the deep. Let's see if we can reveal a few of their secrets. Welcome to IF, videos on history and mystery. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss a video again. To recap for those of you that have not heard about these strange creatures, the Ningen are described as having a pale white human-like figure with a torso, appendages and fingers like ours, but with a mermaid-esque tail. They have minimal facial features with a small slitted mouth and two vacuous eyes. The size of the mysterious creature is closer to that of a whale than of a human, somewhere between 60 and 90 foot in length. The Ningen has been described as being humongous, blubbery whale-like creature, the name Ningen meaning human in Japanese. The colossal creature was first spotted by Pacific fishermen in the 1990s. A report states that crew members saw what they first thought to be a submarine far off in the distance. They neared it and could see that the object was shaped irregularly and wasn't something that was man-made. It was natural in its appearance, and they believed it to be alive. As they were getting closer to the mysterious behemoth, the creature quickly disappeared under the waves and back to the dark depths from where it came. The home for these cryptids is said to be primarily the frigid waters of the Arctic. Often spotted at night, the elusive animal has been hiding under the ice according to some. This is when we get the first idea of what the Ningen could be, with the claims that the animal may well be an as of yet discovered albino ray. Others say no, the appearance of the beast is nothing like that of a ray and it must be something else. Finding evidence of the animal has been difficult, with only a small handful of videos coming to light. One of these videos is what propelled the Ningen into the public eye. Appearing in a popular Japanese forum known as 2channel, the individual posting claimed to have been working on a government whale research vessel when one of these creatures rose up from the depths. Like the story told by the fisherman, the research vessel in the story spotted the unknown entity and decided to investigate. Crew members rushed up on deck to catch a glimpse of something they had never seen. They saw it was no machine or another boat, but a living organism, and again the creature dived to the depths, but not before they managed to snap a series of extraordinary photos of the thing during their brief encounter. This is when conspiracy creeps into the story, with these stories and the pictures allegedly being suppressed by the Japanese government. We see a crossover with another phenomena here, the Men in Black. The Japanese version of the creepy agents are often associated with stories of the Ningen. If you would like to learn more about that, click the link above. The government is also said to be engaged in a disinformation campaign in an attempt to hide the Ningen. Just as in UFO research, it's claimed that the governments debunk the very real UFO phenomenon, explaining away real events and leaking false information. With the Ningen, they leak shoddy photographs and half-baked stories to cover up the truth and dismiss the whole notion that these things might be real. So, if they are real, what could they be? The ocean hides much in its deep, dark depths. It is still a place full of wonder and discoveries, and could easily hide animals of this size. Add to that, the oceans they swim in are also located in one of the harshest environments on the planet. It stands to reason that they, the Ningen, would be little known. Many ideas have been forwarded in an attempt to identify the sea monsters. We already talked about the idea of an albino ray, but there are others. One is the yokai. Yokai are a class of supernatural monsters, spirits and demons found in Japanese folklore. The word yokai is made up of the kanji for bewitching, attractive, calamity, and spectre, apparition, mystery, suspicious. They can also be called ayakashi monomonok or mamono. This paranormal answer is not really giving us an identity, but is swapping the creature's identity from factual to the paranormal. This idea, I think, is wrong. After all, the witnesses who spotted the Ningen were fishermen, a group very used to seeing the creatures of the deep and identifying them. Also, whale researchers, trained observers, and scientists, not people I would think who would quickly jump to the paranormal solution. We then have the idea that the Ningen could be some form of alien or even a USO. Again, the reports say that the Ningen appear natural and living. I think this eliminates the idea of a USO being the cause. And although I'm a big fan of all things extraterrestrial, in this case I don't think ET is the answer. There is also the idea that they could be an as of yet captured type of giant squid, this new species having less limbs than other cephalopods, but the length giving witnesses the illusion of a creature which has the familiar 2-arm, 2-leg proportions we are so used to seeing. The more practical minded point to icebergs as an explanation, but I think another recent story could hold the answer. A viral tweet shows the image of a swimming beluga whale and proposed that these animals could offer up an answer for the many reports of mermaids made over the centuries. The human-like knees seen and the almost feminine shape of the whale fooling sailors. We know that whales do not have legs, so therefore do not have knees. The appearance of the photo is said to possibly be from a beluga whale that recently had a calf, because those swollen looking sections are near the mammary glands. These legs can only be viewed and seen from below, and it is possible that they are nothing more than blubber, visible rails along each side of their belly where extra fat is contained. The beluga whale is found in the same areas as the Ningen, the Arctic and subarctic oceans. It is one of the two members of the family Monodontidae, along with the narwhale. Could the Ningen be a larger member of this family, an as of yet unidentified subspecies of Monodontidae? We know from the images of the beluga whale, which appear to show an animal that is from certain angles appearing as a humanoid form. Could the Ningen have characteristics that also make it look somewhat human? And from this unusual appearance, a legend has grown. The idea of them having arms and legs leading people to jump to the conclusion that an oddly shaped piece of ice is a Ningen climbing from the icy sea and onto a floating ice sheet. This story may seem to be a little familiar, just like mermaids who are said to crawl from the ocean and sit upon rocks luring sailors to a watery grave. The big difference being the size. Could a different species of cetacean provide us with an answer? A smaller species living in warmer waters explaining mermaids, and a large Arctic variant providing an answer for the Ningen? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like what I do here on the channel, hit that red button, like and share. You can catch the latest by searching We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.